All right, welcome back, Hank's Tankers, to another fantastic episode here. Today I have another 3 beautiful bottles of bourbon, all unopened as we have them right now. One of them came in a very cool collectible case as well, so this is exciting. Got some free coasters here, so that's always nice. Everybody likes free gifts. We're all poor. Nobody's got Jeff Bezos money. Nobody's able to piss gold when they wake up in the morning or cure cancer with injecting cash. So, yeah, we got some free wooden coasters from Jim Beam. And they say Jim Beam Black on them. Jim Beam Black. I'm rather interested in this bottle here. It is extra aged bourbon. And it's rocking in at 43%. So, I'm kind of in. I have had their double oaked before, which they transferred into another barrel and aged on that separate barrel even longer for that super oaky taste, and that was okay. Not really something I would buy again, but this one, I'm very curious to see what we come up with here. And yeah, let's get the ball rolling. The other bottles I have are Old Forester 100 proof. And this beautiful bottle of Wild Turkey Rare Breed Barrel Proof. So that's something I've been passing up on for a while, and just, I went ahead and went for it. So let's get it started here. As you can see, once again, we do have our 3 separate tasting glasses because we're going to try and keep things a little bit more pure for these bourbon videos. The beers, we're not so sweaty about that, but the bourbons, I do like a little bit more pure flavor profiles and tastings. So this Jim Beam Black I'd never seen before, picking it up about a week ago. The Old Forester 100 proof I'd never seen before either, and the Rare Breed, like I said, I've passed on it for quite a while, and this today I just wanted to go with it. So as far as acquisition goes, if you see them on the shelf, I can't guarantee where they are, but they all seemed like more or less shelfies in my experience. So, all right, guys, let's give it a go here. This one was pretty cheap. I think it was about $29, something along those lines for this Jim Beam Black. On the nose, I get very, very, very. The aroma is not very strong. All right, so on the nose, we are not getting much at all for it being a extra aged bourbon. I was originally kind of envisioning things to be, that charcoal, oaky, big aromas, big, bold, in your face, and that's kind of how I envisioned this bourbon being, and it really isn't. So it has, very, very light notes on the nose. So we'll see how things taste. Try and get, I don't know, I'm digging here. I'm digging for something on the nose, and there just isn't much there. So that's a little bit disappointing to me, but it's what you get. The bottle itself was only $24, so very, very affordable at the craft bourbon price point, if you will. So for those nicer bottles, it's very affordable. So we'll give it a taste here. Interesting. So I'm getting like very soft orange peel notes in there with kind of a touch of vanilla at the tail end. It's fairly, it's a little dry. The mouthfeel is quite dry, and it's not something that I would be, digging to go back for a second pour of or willing to go for that second sip very quickly. It's at 88 proof, I believe. Yeah. So at 86 proof, it's not as desirable or as welcoming or gentle as something that I would envision. And I think they definitely watered it down a little bit too much, and it's not really. Maybe if this was a barrel proof, it would have been different. I'm not entirely sure. It's not huge. It's from everything I'm getting here, it's not complex. There isn't enough going on with it to make me want to go back and get another bottle. And it might be something that I just end up putting in my house blend in time. So it's different though, and you know, I get that tangy orange flavor still in my mouth at this point, and that's about really all I'm getting. So seasonally, I wouldn't even put this as a summer bourbon. You know, I like to bank things on seasons here. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 2.0 out of 5 Viking horns. So it's not really, it's not huge. It's not hitting marks. I do like the coasters. I think the coasters themselves, those are probably going to end up getting a 5.0 because they're wooden. They're drink smart. 5.0 for the coasters. Way to go. Great job packaging some junk in there. Some free shit. So good job, Jim Beam, for that free shit. All right, next but not least, we are going to dig into this Old Forester. The Old Forester is priced basically the same point. It's at that $23 mark here. And this is Old Forester's signature 100 proof bourbon. So this in theory should be something that really resembles them well. I've had a couple of Old Foresters before, and in my experience, it's priced extremely affordably for what you're getting as far as flavors go. Oh wow, on the nose, so it's very floral on the nose, and I like that. And I like that. I think some of the Old Forester stuff, you're not getting that like heavy vanilla or heavy tobacco or oaky aromas. Like something like this is very light and inviting. So I like that. That's really nice. So strong floral notes here. I can't really peg anything in particular that you pluck from the garden for this, but that's very welcoming on the aroma for this 100 proof. And yeah, let's give it a taste. Wow, that's fantastic. I almost get this right at the forefront there. I almost get this really sweet flavor as soon as it hits your palate, and not quite vanilla, but almost like a caramel flavor at the front, and then towards the rear as it goes down, it's very, very soothing. It's a very soothing bottle. So this is fantastic. So at that low end price point, that $23, this is phenomenal. I am very impressed. And once again, not a super complex bourbon, but very, very enjoyable. This is something I certainly will go ahead and grab a pour of from my bar. That's nice. That's really, the aftertaste is warming with nothing. There's no extra kick in there from any source. You know, you got that sweet floral notes, and the flavor's fantastic. So this is great. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this one actually a 3.75 out of 5 Viking horns. That's good. I'm rather impressed by this one. I'm very glad I picked this up. So we'll move this aside here, and we will next go into the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. So this is going to be the most expensive bottle. This is something on this table so far. So this is hitting in at that $50 mark, and it's also something that's usually pretty available throughout the year. So it's not something overly seasonal, and yeah, it's something you should be able to pick up for a decent barrel proof bottle. So I'm pretty excited about this. No notes off there, but that's expected. Oh, wow. So immediately I got vanilla there. Right off the bat, it smells quite boozy. So that's kind of expected though. At 116.8 proof, I'm not gonna overlook the fact that that's decent. That's a decent amount of booze in that glass. So I got vanilla as it was pouring in, and as it opened up a little bit, and then as you really dig in, it's that you kind of get punched in the face a little bit. So it's not too overwhelming. It's not something that I would say, hey, I'm not really looking to fight my face right now. So that's pretty nice. Oh my God. So oh wow. I get this really, this almost chocolate flavor in mid-taste, and it's so soft when it hits your mouth initially. You know, obviously I've had 2 separate bourbons before this, so my taste buds are a little bit distracted, but it has this very soft initial profile and then almost like a chocolate flavor afterwards, which is very, very odd and unique. And then now as it develops, I kind of have this this very light tobacco flavor, not dark tobacco. So I like that. I think that would pair extremely well with a small cigar and kind of be something to sit on the patio midsummer. And this is something that I've seen a lot of people talk about drinking during winter time, and I find it as being it's very, everything in my mouth is very clean right now. So I don't have any water with me, so I could be criticized a little bit for the lack of purity in my tastings, but overall I'm definitely going to rate this rare breed decently with a 3.75 here. Honestly, I'm a little bit impressed and very, very happy with this Old Forester signature and the rare breed barrel proof. So very impressed, very excited, and we're gonna go ahead in with the mix here and pump our body full of bourbon. Oh man. Oh, it smells like a big old leather belt to my mouth. Holy shit. All right, let's do it, man. Hank the Tank here for you guys. Yeah, not a lot. That's just a lot of bourbon in my mouth at one time, and I don't really have much to say, but I can't really rate that combined pour there. But anyways, these two guys stand out, and I'm very excited to have these added to my collection now. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Hank the Tank out.